August 1st, OpenAI said an unreleased internal model had done something no human mathematician had managed in decades. It solved 10 open problems across math and theoretical computer science, some of them untouched for over 27 years. The model is called Astra. OpenAI describes it as the internal version of its next major model family, the one many people online are already calling GPT-6. The list of what it did is worth hearing in full, because none of these are toy problems. Astra constructed the first ever example of a non-Sophic group, closing a question that had sat open in group theory for 27 years. It disproved Conus's rigidity conjecture, a long-standing question about operator algebras. It produced the first improvement to the general upper bound on high-dimensional sphere packing densities since 1978. It resolved 3 separate problems from Paul Erdős's famous open problem list, proved Earhart's volume conjecture, and produced new hardness results in quantum complexity and cryptography. Here's the detail that made people stop scrolling. OpenAI says the total compute cost to generate all 10 solutions was roughly $2,000 at the pricing of its Sol API. 10 problems that resisted the entire mathematical community for decades, solved for less than the cost of a used car. The process OpenAI describes is more careful than some of its earlier math claims. The core arguments came from Astra. Human researchers then organized those arguments into full manuscripts. The model itself converted each proof into a lean certificate, a machine-checkable formal proof format, and OpenAI published all of them on GitHub, alongside the model's own written narration of how it reasoned through each problem. OpenAI's head of mathematics research, Sebastian Bubeck, confirmed the results on X and called them beautiful. That lean certificate detail matters, and it's worth explaining why. A lean certificate isn't OpenAI's word that a proof is correct. It's a format that lets independent software verify the logic step by step, without having to trust OpenAI at all. In theory, that should settle the question quickly. In practice, it hasn't, at least not yet. Multiple people following the announcement on X noted the claims but pointed out that nobody outside OpenAI had independently verified the underlying proofs. Mathematicians on X described the results with real excitement, but the same posts kept circling back to the same caveat: exciting if true, and still waiting on outside eyes. A 249-page manuscript and 10 lean certificates take real time to check carefully, even when the format makes checking possible in principle. The timing here isn't incidental either. According to reporting on the announcement, Astra is the same model OpenAI has been previewing to regulators and lawmakers in Washington over the past week. That preview tour lines up with a separate deadline. Under a standing framework for reviewing frontier AI systems, U.S. national security agencies were due to finalize their process for identifying which models require early government access before public release, with that deadline landing on August 1st, the same day this announcement went out. Sit with that for a second. A math announcement built around independent, machine-checkable proof isn't the kind of story that usually needs careful timing. This one arrived on the exact day regulators were finishing the paperwork on how closely they get to watch OpenAI's next model before the rest of the world sees it. None of that makes the math wrong. It just means the announcement is doing 2 jobs at once, demonstrating a capability leap and reminding Washington in the same week as a regulatory deadline that the company briefing them is the one currently producing results nobody else has matched. What's actually verified here? OpenAI published the claims, the manuscripts, and the lean certificates publicly, and the format used is genuinely designed to allow independent verification. What's not yet verified? Whether those proofs hold up under the outside scrutiny the format invites, since as of this recording, nobody outside OpenAI has confirmed them. What's timing, not substance? The announcement landing the same week as Sam Altman's Washington briefings and the same day as a federal frontier model review deadline. If the proofs hold, this is a genuine leap in what AI reasoning can do in domains that reward precision over persuasion. If they don't, the story becomes about something else entirely. How fast a claim can travel before anyone finishes checking it. That's where it stands. Let me know what you think.